Time to get down to business, I guess.
What?
It's time to get down to business.
All my run workouts thus far have been 11 miles, but, well, the last 2 weeks, but this will be the largest main set, which will be about 10 kilometers.
So what is the workout?
3 by 2 miles at 10.3 miles per hour. The first 2 miler, and interestingly, I feel my old self coming back in the sense of I'm at just about 2 miles, and my internal dialogue is like, come on, let's make it harder. Let's run 5K. Let's run 3 miles. And prior to getting an injury that took me out for 3 months, I would have listened. But there's a method to the madness here. We're trying to provide a good stimulus that will cause adaptation, but we're trying to do that without overtraining and digging ourselves a hole that we can't get out of. So that's why at this stage in my development, we're going to keep the intervals at 2 miles. So, whereas old me would have just done the, 5K, sometimes I would just be like, screw it. I'm just going to do 10 straight K. You might be able to get away with that every now and then. But the reality is, you're just racing in practice, and I don't know about you, but me, I would like to have my best performances in a race. And unfortunately, over the last few years, I've definitely had some of my best performances in practice. So, trying to get away from that. So that's it. 3 by 2 miles. 10.3. Felt really good. Definite progression from last week, whereas I did that at 5 total miles at 10.2. So just tiny little baby increments. And I'm reminded of a lesson I learned from David Tilbury Davis, who said you should always feel like you can do one more interval. And if you feel like you can't, well, you're probably overtraining, because you're probably nearing a maximal effort in practice. So I definitely feel like I could do another one. But the stimulus is adequate for progression, seeing as I progress just in this week. I did faster, more volume, and I would say less perceived exertion. So that's my new training methodology. This isn't a license to be a wimp and not train hard at all. That's not what we're saying. But it certainly is a license to listen to your body, to allow it to adapt, to not dig it a grave and bury it, and either not make it to your race or get to your race injured, or to get to the race not injured, but you know, having so much overtraining in your system you only do 90% of your actual ability. So good, hard, consistent training, but nothing crazy. Day in and day out. Adequate rest. That's the secret formula.
What are you getting ready for?
I'm getting ready for Ironman MT. And hopefully, I'm getting ready to ride down from Hawaii at the Ironman World Championship.
Are you scared that this will maybe be one of Jan's last years of racing?
Of course. He's done everything there is to be done. The only thing I guess he's not done is hold the Kona course record. So I would imagine that's kind of that'd be a fun challenge and goal for him. Otherwise, he's done everything there is to be done. So I don't know what would motivate him at this stage. Excuse me, we're having an interview right now. And so, yeah. And so yeah, absolutely. I mean, at some point, I would imagine what's motivating him now is just not having made it to Kona the last couple of years. And so, you know, just wanting to end that saga on a more positive note.